All right, Coach Andrea T here, and today we are going to talk about vision. So, a lot of you have gotten great results so far. You've been working your butt off, and so it's that time in the program where you might be having a little bit of doubts, or you're starting to second guess, like, can I continue on the road? And so, what I found for most of our clients over the years is that really now pulling in that vision again and reminding yourself why you joined is going to be everything to up-level your lifestyle and to really make this happen. So just remember, whatever you give attention to will grow. So when you have a vision board, it helps you place your attention on what you desire rather than all the things going wrong. So think about, instead of like all the foods you've taken away, all of the new foods that you've been able to add in, and how you've been creative and how you've made it and what kind of wins you've had along the way. Where your focus goes, energy flows. So thinking about the results with your waistline or your energy, those are all going to get you to the next level. So it's really important to aim for a vision that maybe does not exist yet, and keep yourself focused on these goals daily. So a vision board is really great because it will help you see it. So I'm going to grab mine quick. And I've done it a number of different ways. So I don't want you to, get hung up on, I've used a word for the year. Like this year, my word is networking. And so that's what I'm really looking to cultivate, so that when I don't feel like meeting with someone, like I've met with 3 people in the week, I'm tired, I don't want to go to that dinner, I remind myself what my goal is for the year and I make it because I have that wrote down. And same thing with here, connection, vitality, playing. So those are all really important things to me. But when you don't have a clear vision, that's when things get funky. So making sure maybe you have some screenshots on your phone. There's lots of fun ways to do this. And I think it needs to be supported by facts, which are hit through strategy, right? So emotions, emotional ties, facts, strategy, because there's no guarantees and we must always be flexible, pivot and adapt and take lessons every step of the way. So, again, with a word for the year, it makes it so much easier. Or 3 little words, like I have recharge, reset, recommit. Like I obviously sat down and made this whole thing, but you could even take out a 3x5 note card and put recharge, reset, recommit. And so when you don't feel like doing something, like eating another piece of chicken for the day, you look at your goal and say, you know what? I really need to get my protein in because I'm building up this body to travel. Because your brain is going to work tirelessly to achieve statements you give your subconscious. And when the statements are affirmations and images of your goal, you are destined to achieve them. And so it just shows you the way. So think about, like, what do you want to improve? Time with family, workouts, travel, energy. Might be the time in this program where it's time to pull out some workouts. So you gotta start there. How are you going to do it? Well, you really want to, get more toned. So we're going to find some times in your week that you have non-negotiable. You're going to spend 15 minutes doing strength training. Done, right? You have your words, you look at it, you remember that you're committed to do it. Remember your why. So are you doing it for your family, for your work, so you can travel? Why are these things important to you? Why do you want to get healthier? Why did you join the program? To feel good in your clothes? What is it? And then think about the things that you might be doing that are, tolerating things and that are creating problems and blocks in your life. So our central nervous system just does what it needs to do to get by. And so if you do things like overbook, take care of everyone else, be spiritually starved, spend time in trauma, take the smallest time for yourself and not scheduling workouts, playing small. Maybe you're afraid to be too powerful in your body. It's crazy, but if we're comfortable not, or having trauma and drama, I call it, you're going to just kind of reset to that. So if you do it all yourself, you got to ask for help. So think about what you no longer want to tolerate so you can have these things. And what's your biggest energy block? Is it anxiety, overwhelm, depression, scarcity, fear, doubt? Is it overthinking? Are you someone who wants to know why and what and how, and you kind of talk yourself out of it? Those are all your central nervous system saying, I'm not comfortable. So the more that you look at it as a vision, the more successful you're going to be. So my assignment to you is figure out what those things are, because until you do that, even if you have the best intentions, those things are going to continue to block you. And then we'll work on getting it. And what's the story that you've told yourself? Did you come in the program and think, I'm someone who doesn't stay long-term engaged in things. I get bored, I leave. And then are you telling yourself that story now? Because that can, I can't keep it up. This is too boring. I can never lose weight. I'm too old. I don't have enough time for this. This is hard. This sucks. I'm not doing it. I have to work harder to find foods and recipes to make this work. Like, what is it that you're telling yourself so you can start telling yourself something else? And what powerful decision do you have to make to unstuck yourself? What part of you needs to be let go of so you can become? So you kind of get it. We're not just looking to put all kinds of, like, have you ever heard of like, oh, who wants some brownies? Awesome. I love brownies. I'll have one, but there's a little bit of shit in there. Do you still want one? Probably not. Because that little bit of shit is going to disgust you. You don't want it, even though it's a little bit. That's how these blocks work. A little bit of unworthiness, a little bit of overscheduling, a little bit of taking care of people, and it contaminates the whole bunch. Overthinking. Find a word for the year. This doesn't have to be hard. It's 100% on you. I think one of the most powerful statements I ever heard was, where you're at right now is 100% your responsibility. And I'm like, dang. So remember that. This is how we build. Choose those images that resonate, those words, that one word for the year. Write out your goal, acknowledge why, add statements, spend a few minutes every single day looking at the board or your words and reminding yourself. It can focus on all areas of your life, not just fitness. And make sure to celebrate things. I'm a terrible celebrator. I'm always on to the next one. I'm a type 3 Enneagram. It's a curse in some ways. Make sure to celebrate your achievements. So your homework for today is take a picture of your word for the year, send it to the community so everyone can look at it, or message your coach, either one. All right, let's create that vision board. You got this. Looking forward to seeing all of the beautiful vision boards and